time and grab yours now. And also, we're selling air conditioners and refrigerators, laptop, computers, gas cookers, and many more. Sewing machines, televisions from 32 inches to 85 inches. And kitchen appliances and blenders are also available. Rice cookers, kettle, toasters. All of this is on affordable price at Victor Electronics. All you have to do is to call us on 0242 959795 and also on 055 241 2123. Victor Electronics, we are your electronic superstore. And also 4K Farms also powering us this morning.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
Global Morning Show.
And Vokia Farms is telling you that if you want to start your day right, then make sure you are drinking some cereal mix, Tom Brown, millet flour, Hausa cocoa flour, and a quick baby. Ready to use and cook, suitable for persons 6 months plus babies. More in quantity, competitive pricing, nutritiously healthy.
It's the Global Morning Show. Global Morning Show.
So if you want to call them, just call them on 0537-683-051. And these products are certified by the Food and Drugs Authority.
It's the Global Morning Show. Global Morning Show.
Apodo koku de mies echo de cab parliament be yo dasi de assist dasi de e-levy yi kenye enu yike Ghana togi di ole gbuglo be woni de da me be yaselao mies be parliament o damagbena wonaya yike o pass bill eye mies se be oko bill kona oko bill bill se be mi nya be parliament asi de bill gialo pass bill kenye be wa ade e-levy da and na ye be president alo John Dramani Mahama president John Dramani Mahama da sideji egbela efia be e-levy ma aga no anyo biti bia bia chu gbo abamere kame kezana wonaya alo na ye be transfer na ga ode ga embe now leke enya ikova gbo alo leke ko ahonya ye na na mi anya kokude e-levy de da le oro kwibori alo de kagbori nyakai atawa bloko kude e-levy fe de dawo and atawa yomi mi bukapo mo jesio na do besusu anami a mianya be leke ekokonyake aba e-levy magano yo a senega oma de percentage de kelejio ahoga oma de percentage de kelejio aba america leke kologbo 0247 900 764 0247 900 764 and 0203 766 500 onye kapumojisi okeji na tawa achaka kplemitwe anamianya ope jibejiji oye kekude e-levy fe de dawo mie nyabe parliament cho mie kpobe minority tocho dasileji okpede majority ton abeleke John Dramani Mahama gbolebe na yebe ivaziji na yebe midakonaya na iva ya ade e-levy da and mi ekpe tutu he ojo mi nyabe parliament o da se bill ji ekenye be o pass bill be wa repeal e-levy doda makano anyo dan yebe president dukola John Dramani Mahama da se dejila alo sign dejiko efia be ezu ese America maka aho e-levy and GRA che wa ododo tro wa ododo ko kudan be o maka ade gareke me na America dan yebe elega doda medo bia bia chogbo be America nye alo aba America ezana e-levy hesiai nyakala sio agwa koju kokude ebe de dawo ma aho yola gbanto de kaji don kweji be be live on Facebook atado be dasio che dodami tofibi 0247 900 764 bele 0203 766 500. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
All right, because you be at the radio, I want to throw that radio on agbo. I check a me 0247 900 764. Atawa aka ayombi to 0203 766 500. And yeah, Kapumbajisio, I beg your pardon, Kapumbajisio Geji, Natao a chiaka kwelabi toy and then you be a do text message do mila at adu that to 0203 766 500. All right, yeah, hoyola de kaji. Hello, good morning. Okay, ibu yoyola mi wotroyombi. All right, so me yasalaw enye e-levy benya mi yesem if you have percentage kele miafa e-levy transaction wo miabe gomejeje amegede o come against it be e-levy manye nu ke akpede mian abed come view mie se gede amero ko communications do do be ombe ka de da only za ega ko wonu godu ade na Ghana to bi no ekpo alekoko wako ga ko wonu gbugbo wake a video venami aya di amero ole amero bo me ka deal amero bo ni de fifia mi se ba o days on but you anya chogbo be leke ole gbo na miya. Hello, good morning.
Water King. Water King.
Still city mayor.
I still city mayor to le cardinal to Cleveland.
Where's on?
Akpe tine oseche Mr. Bonsore. We don't need the advice. We don't need the advice for John Mahama to govern the country. Almost about 100% of Ghanaians voted for the NDC and John Mahama to reset Ghana. We don't want the advice. Let's give them to that.
Advice
Kagulele.
Advice Kagulele.
Kola gold ba. Oh, elen poto gold ba nya dem de.
Kabla obebla torobio. Bile poto me obebe do tobio kabla. Bile lu poto e-levy be de dawo. Be funu cho go ba nya reke wota.
Yo, e-levy de.
Yes.
Akpe let the domata now bangbo. We are happy that it is right in the president to append his signature to the bill so that it will be abolished. No data. Miami Vance, very government promising that Dr. Bamia was going around the country telling Ghanaians, well, they've created 2.6 million jobs, 3.something jobs, so many jobs, but there's no job where the youth gotten it in their time. I recommend you, Kokreto, the job Ghana come back home, defraud me, scam me, Ghana toy. Many no back can for that, but never. Nana Cooper, yet discussed by a committee here. E-levy will restore the confidence in our economy. Why is the e-levy? Now they are telling us even though they brought the policy charity, they were not able to implement and they've not even collected a peso from non-Ghanaians. Now government problemi. Many number e-levy not the top to that. Tutu. Sorry, not to the great. I don't expect them to be talking. They should keep quiet. Hey, we thank the president so much that he has taken a bold decision in the interest of the majority to take up these bills, these nuisance tax bills. I call Daremia to come and hold together. Hey, second before I land the water kill.
Yeah.
His Excellency Royal Majesty John Dramani Mahama Bede.
Mahama Menya Royal Majesty, His Excellency.
Hello.
His Excellency now, your Menya Royal Majesty.
It is an accurate name. I'm Galakoko Daraji.
Yo, Yiji.
Tare, with that money, the program Mahama Bede. I want to come and view Jinami. The actors, MMDs were Jinami. We are good to go, and we are resetting Ghana.
All right. Akpe Bende Yombi Kobla, we are resetting Ghana. Yaya Sala local boy, Kokuda 11 Naminya to 0247 900-764. And Nebea Ayomi to me 020 number, Kajiata Ayomi to telephone number Haji to 0203 766 500. Bienu Pukoku de 11 per the Dawu Abama the Kadi Lekolo boy Naminya. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir, good morning.
Morning, like I want it.
I want it.
Maraku at January. At 2 o'clock, Madam Fusaraku.
Adaklu, all right.
Yeah, at 2 o'clock, people are Ghana Tova Digestibella. I'm a son of the politics government. Every time that party, but over Ghana for Jimmy, the Aquano by oil at Dodgero.
All right.
Am I here for Toto politics man? Akwe?
All right, Akpe, Be Ne Yombi. All right, Yasa Uchobe, Susu Kokude, 11, Bede de Down, Nanamianya, 0247 and 0247 900 764 0203 766 500. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yes, sir. Where's all?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yes, boss.
R4 Kajilo.
Oh, R4.
Doctor.
Lekolabo.
Akpe. Ayo yo na be ameketonya tefe. Benye alakpato. Ilevia. Vado dia. Yato Kenya abibitoa. Oh, Bogava Konifamba, Aula Ilevia Nanwani, because I got a vinet qua. Kunya Mava Suba Ow, and near your Jofia Dunia, Mahama Hagbana, Bogabo, Galagana, Plenya. Kaka, Mapombama, and Yako Bro, Yegio Mole. Le nyao nya tefe ma awore ji ha nya tefe ko ade ile fiara etwe ke vai ka di da fo akwa fo nyuma ke makpani olo anya afo fo ma makpani wa ya bunga va gombe le mahama fatana ikojo yo yuva de le yi ga tas gbogbo ji na Ghana to taya ha yo rubu yo de ji kangu nye yo kata yo bro itira ngagba o le fiti ji choma lenya kumagbo avo angakona me o
ye do nye nkpenya alo ya yo bro de nkpenya onya
nkpenya nai o le shaki abe adenya even ko ile vinyari anyare o nyalo parliament kan penangu kamachola nya parliament ko le commune en Makwala Nigeria pour Zimbabwe Dimo ani aron kujiba ile vitao de le parlement doa aron kujiba ile vimakata ita jo asara safo hima gbova o wa promare ba ko de odumi le ile vimara kakotalo ile vimara katamio de Moses le tuyama tame onye nyatefe to nyatefe no rokui o menya lakpatoa Choma de ile vida, on a bomb your hair already down. Elle a affilé Vinava, a voulu ou Kakao, Tilemeji, Cocobar Mikaga, Gawa Mika, You make it for her. Over Guamo, you may implement a back tassel. Figure Gamato. That's like Benjamin Yao. Avo, you must have a drama. But Betty say, you must declare Wakaka over the Farao. Tell Mahama be the betas that in a lakpa. Pomeora, Ora. Yes, all them what are Vedu Petit Vieji. Well, Mabel Maracolo, democracy are immablable because Obahana got a Marana Gloreta. Never Soloro, La Marupang Maha, or a good to get because democracy. For Mako.
Akbar better yombi, Akbar Kaka, be a doba Sufiami, alo over the Tsunami. 0247900764 yeah, Kafmo Jessica G. Uha Tawa Academia G2 plus 0203-766-500. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Madako, your effort.
Line breaking, but hello.
Yeah, Madako, you are.
Abacademy video.
Okay. Yeah,
oh, still.
Yeah, I mean, majority of Ghanaians are the ones that illegal to remove. I Bonilla, yes. I'm a good motor on all the and you can tell my brother, the genius, and two boots Agava, and you can do Kumala. Over the two boots, I am a coin. In a crap with more video only 2 boots. Oh, I know Heremianuta, and you Bonilla Mawani, like you turn out one the do my the Elan Serapa. No, Jabano call Akukon Kitela, Kokulu on the Rubo Pottery Farm. 24-hour economy. I should never like a Mahama head wrong, but him a dialogue. And you can Maui can have the Dodora, how much here more time. 24-hour economy, Laneva. Is to keep the lights on 24 hours. Bango. I have no program. Doom solar got to Omega. You're talking me to make a back over and you never plant him is our look at me. No one matter be. Can I never tell you that I'm a gammon? You are Robert with that to people. Hello?
Over me because baby.
Told you to make a child. No, I think you're going to go to the check of the Migo Gun for the Christmas interval.
I got it.
Now, like a Kayawanya, Anya Protocol, Anya Power Gao, Apple, I generate a funnel, Akaka, our over promise. I'm all like a global entity over I'm an end. Oh, I'm all do, you never do. 2020 March, yeah, I'm a proportion. Oh, I'm all the show me by. You got to for any or CG. That the same time, you can that same time, a president because election 2 days to election. You have to pay quadruple. Manual, for 12 good months, and then they pay them 3 months. That was a negotiation. The government said that I don't have money to employ you. But if you can wait, and they waited. And now somebody came and employed them. And why won't you wait so that you be in the system and do your scrutiny? Good morning.
Thank you very much.
And everybody see the industry. It becomes like a million. That a million like they should take it away because their days have been numbered. And then we are going nearer to the election 2028 right just in the corner.
All right. Thank you very much for your opinion and your comments. They are well regarded, and we take it as it is. 0247900764 and 0203-766-500. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, Honovi Bungpo Rekaji.
Bungpo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm your doji.
Yo.
No Bungpo. Over a mega of Beji. And I'm Kajofi, Udoji Jona Machoba, Ilefia. to troika jomama bebe ya adida uvajia ona minya le dukoya mebe no pass 11 year employment 11 that employ over 11 million Ghanaians employer mewa mikwe o pass 11 the former running mate or the running mate of the NPP with the former vice president celebrated 11 party that in a heat race of running for election, he came and was telling Ghanaians that when voted, he will remove E-levy. What kind of hypocrisy is that? But the Kukubedi, now never get a Yavala Jide. He shouldn't speak of things he knows nothing about. That means misleading the public. Let's stop the person right away.
All right.
Akpe
be Yombi, thank you very much. Mia so chobe bedasi na minya 0247900764 ble 0203766500. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Mera kuku mi awele dozilo.
Yo, wezo.
Enya wankure nye dienu mo. Nakende top to mena fishula. No de ile vidade. So never. After I say wa me no tonso no dunu. Simi ya so no pe duonu. Fifi ho de tu odare. Tie wo ya wole fifi. Akpana ni ya wole dozi.
Ole to le cover gbe. Bagaji be enya be obewa na mi to li kenye one of the best in Africa according to road minister be tolling system kena vala the kamelele Africa veteo ta mia ano nku ko dare anyigba pele ko ayida. Anyway, ele mi kpo gacho te fo boche o de do da lebe do che no do alo mia ko le ko ayida na yebo the tax obeti e dala okaje be ma de cover ga popo mo nu oji o ta na yebo de ko de ovechala bakaje me gbele too much o akele ko le gbo na ta na mia nyafa 0247900764. Good morning.
Good morning, Abuya. Leke Agwa Waka.
Wake.
What Tumala for the Kaji.
Tobela for wake.
You are Abuya, Leke Madugana, Ubanya Sarapra, Turula.
Obeto.
Yamu studio, Paparamia. We much more glory. Ile Fiare. Who covered than Yajiri at Bata Fuya. So, Tona Doviraco. Ogavadira over if you are Gaha, Ivanya Akpaka in Galo. Go the Gaha, you ever do Narako. Kobo, you coga accurate a job. So about that for the car to your own year. Don't talk about Contaranamia. You cover no freedom. I'm going to do your great girl. Kakamova, Nanakotano, the Mara. But a Yadu Gano Hori, Marakama, Wala Vari, that Jevala Dominu. Ta, the Ila Viarari, Neda Pana Dupalaba, and Yao, or a Tobut Kumajimaneva, a Papa Amochulani, Tepumio, Okuf Ganga Gamova, Sumuaji, Yama Moaba, Mogaraka Hogu, Ta, Tobutavia, Adam Yajaba to come of you. Yeda Fana, I hear Babanya Gama Jimo Tokuelo, Odola Sidi, oh, Jibo, Oida Mabba, Okpom Kata, Oluzo, Kako Jalido, Yadu of Yomi Yamasamoro, Obalia Dodo, Ukubibuba, Obon Lake, Ayahomta, Ayashayalo Bo, Yomi Yaba Ame, Nibena Valley. Ama uda akore dukanglo.
Akpa bene yomi tobe lafo. Thank you very much. 0247900764. Enye kapomoje sigweji atawa acha kakule bitui. Ple 0203766500. Lekole gbowe anamia anya and bakwa mabubu de efi. All right, abami ebule kaji. But 0247900764. Be no photo 11 be asi dadare ji nengebe ma dizikwa na president daside alo sign bill ko ezu ese amerike ma agahe 11 to egbeji alo to heyi ke president na sign bill ko amerike maka ahe 11 medimi abia sebe Abamerika lekologbo lekenya cover gbo lekekohonya naminya to 0247900764. I have some messages here on Facebook. Let me just read them out shortly before I receive more of your calls here on the show. Let me Philip sent us a message here. Philip says beg your pardon, let me just read out your message. Philip from Keta sent us this one. It says watching live from Keta. I'll still try and get your messages to read for you. Philip says good morning to the listeners. The people of Volta region were very impressed about the removal of betting tax, e-levy, and other taxes. The youth can now have a brief space in their life. Yesterday, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama released the names of MMDCs, and I urge all assembly members should do the needful to the agenda for the NDC government. Abochi Philip from Keta. Thank you very much, Abochi Philip, for sending us your message. All right. So we'll end the calls here. And information we're gathering is that there's been a nomination, or there's been the selection, approval of one person who is going to be the MC for whole municipal assembly, and who is going to be in charge of the municipality. And his name is Stephen Goswe B. Adom. Stephen Goswe B. Adom. He has been appointed by the president to lead the whole municipality as a new MC who takes over from the former MC Divine Boston. As change of government goes, new appointees will come, and this is a new one coming in from the ambit of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And people are wondering who exactly is this gentleman called Stephen Goswe B. Adom. And I'd like our listeners to have a brief background about, let me tell you about a brief background about who this gentleman is. So Stephen Goswe B. Adom is a dedicated Ghanaian public servant and political activist. He is born on February 12, 1980 in Ho, a vibrant city in the Volta region, as you all know. He's very fluent in English and every language. He has channeled his linguistic skills and cultural understanding into successful career focused on enhancing public service and fostering community development within the whole municipality and the broader Volta region. Adom's educational journey is marked by a strong commitment to continuous learning and personal growth. He completed his secondary education at Awudobe Senior Secondary School in 1996, excelling in his studies, which led to the groundwork for his future academic pursuit. He then enrolled at the Polytechnic, Ho Polytechnic, where he diligently pursued business studies and earned both a diploma and a higher national diploma, that's HND, in secretaryship and management studies. And he still continued his education at the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA. And he successfully obtained a bachelor's degree in business administration, which equipped him with comprehensive knowledge and skills relevant to public sector management. And in 2012, he reached a significant academic milestone by completing his master's degree in oil and gas management from Coventry University in the United Kingdom, expanding his expertise into the energy sector. Professionally, Adom has primarily concentrated on healthcare administration, where his contributions have made a tangible impact on the well-being of the community. He has served with the National Health Insurance Authority, ascending through various roles that include regional monitoring and evaluation officer, responsible for tracking and assessing health service across the region. And he's also an acting scheme manager for the Ketu Municipal Office, where he managed the operational aspect of health insurance service. Earlier in his career, Adom worked as an administrative assistant at the Ghana Employers Association, where he gained valuable insights into organizational structure and management. Adom's leadership abilities have been demonstrated through several impactful positions which within the local government and community organization, which includes presiding member of the whole municipal assembly from 2013 to 2014, where he facilitated meetings and ensured that the assembly functioned effectively in serving the community. Still going ahead, he also was assembly member for the Lolobi electoral area in Hoahwe, Loboli electoral area in Hoahwe from 2006 to 2015, during which he represented his constituents' interests and participated in crucial decision-making process. He was also a member of the whole zonal council from 2006 to 2015. He contributed to urban planning and community development initiative. He also was the chairman of the Water and Sanitation Committee of the whole assembly or whole municipal assembly from 2009 to 2011, where he spearheaded efforts to improve water quality and sanitation facility. Was also executive committee member of the whole municipal assembly from 2006 to 2010, actively participating in certain policies that guide local governance. He's also a member of the Finance and Administrative Committee of the Whole Municipal Assembly 2011-2013, overseeing budgetary matters and resources allocation. He's also a board member of the Mauli School from 2010 to 2016, where he contributed to the governance and strategic direction of one of the region's paramount or prominent educational institution. He's also a member of both the Statutory Planning Committee 2001 to 2010 and the Development Planning Committee 2006 to 2008. He actively involved in shaping the future growth and infrastructure of his community. So his commitment to students and youth leadership is evident through his active engagement, including serving as the national representative for Ghana National Union of Polytechnics, GNUPS, from 2003 to 2005, where he advocated for the need of polytechnic students. He also held the position of Student Representative Council Secretary at Ho Polytechnic, where we now know as Ho Technical University, from 2004 to 2012, and providing guidance and opportunities for young people in the community. Additionally, he dedicated his time as secretary to the Ho Ahwe Development Association from 2007 to 2020, working tirelessly to promote local development projects and initiatives. Also, in the political domain, Adom has made significant contribution to the National Democratic Congress (NDC) and has held various influential positions. He served as the NDC 10 organizer and for Ho Polytechnic 2003 to 2004, mobilizing young people to become politically active and engaged. He's also a member of the whole central campaign team during the election cycle for 2008 to 2012 and 2016. He played a vital role in strategizing and executing campaign initiative. He contested in the whole central parliamentary primaries and he was unsuccessful. He demonstrated his desire to represent his community at a higher level of governance. And also, he attempted to secure the municipal chief executive position in 2012. He was unsuccessful with that. He showed his ambition to lead at the municipal level as well. He acted as the regional leader for Volunteers for Mahama, that's VFM, in 2012, rallying support for the party's presidential candidate. He chaired the Zone 7 campaign team for the whole Central 2020, leading local efforts to promote party policies and candidates. Adom's expertise has gained him international recognition, leading to his participation in high-level seminars and workshops focused on healthcare administration, local governance, and leadership development across the continent. He has engaged with peers at countries such as Ethiopia, Tanzania, and China, gaining valuable insight that has brought back to enrich local practices. Mr. Stephen GB Adom resides in Hull, continues to passionately serve his community through both his professional endeavors and political engagement. His career exemplifies unwavering commitment to public service, particularly in local governance and party politics, while maintaining strong ties to youth development and community empowerment initiative in the Volta region. With a robust background in leadership and the political involvement, he remains a prominent figure in local governance and on influential leaders within the NDC party structure in Hull. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your MC for the Hull Municipal Assembly. He goes by the name Mr. Stephen Gosway B. Adom. He is now the newly appointed MC for Hull Municipality. So this is a brief background about who he is, and we'll be also finding time to have a one-on-one conversation with him to find out about him, his plans for the municipality as a whole. So very soon, I don't know what you feel about this gentleman anyway, and many comments will be coming later on, but you should reserve that when you have him in the studio for a very brief conversation as well later on. I'm sure he has plans for the municipality, and I'm sure you also have proposals for him. So we'll be getting to a lot of conversation about him later on the show. This is the Global Morning Show, 40 minutes past 7. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'll get into the newspaper review.
We all love the rain until it starts seeping through our ceilings, onto our beds, electrical gadgets, and other things, making it feel like we live under a colander. To avoid this problem with my new building, my contractor
newspapers in Ghana. And I'll be joined by Frank Abo. Frank, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So, what are we looking at in the newspapers today?
Well, the papers they are enormous. They are here, and different news pop up. The key one among them is the abolishment of e-levy, which is the latest on the block. Then, let me take you to the papers on the Daily Graphic. Parliament abolishes e-levy. Bills await presidential assent to give effect. So it's in as much as it happens yesterday, it doesn't mean the operation has taken place right now. So
GRE has to approve and everything.
yes. Then on the same page, the president nominates 71 MMDCs from 8 regions, and some other papers also said 72. Daily Graphic is reporting 71. And then petition against Chief Justice lawful. A lawyer is saying that, so it's not a crime for anybody, any good citizens to petition against the Chief Justice. That's what they are saying right now. Commercial disputes takes 900 days to resolve. So this is a court issue. Then let me quickly take you to the current news. The scrutiny depends over failed $2 million SkyTrain project as Amewo face investigation.
Big issue.
Yes. Then NPA call for security reinforcement because of the call for fuel stations to run 24 hours.
Okay.
Then Supreme newspaper. So the Supreme newspaper brought about the 24-hour operation. So I said fuel stations to operate 24 hours. LUG calls for security agencies to support.
Very important.
Yes. Then let me quickly go to this morning network wants to film me. Then General Thomas Opon Pepra celebrated for 39 years of dedicated service to Ghana. Soldier cries as he exits.
When you do a good job, I think you'll be remembered for your job.
Yes.
Your works will follow you. That's how. When you leave, they'll be happy. Some people, when they do that, they are not happy at all. I don't know. Depending on what you have come to, the legacy you've left behind.
Yes. Then one news here say Edu Buahini and wife sue AG Yoko over 2 million Ghana cedi bail condition. You who is under investigation, you are who is put behind bars, cell, and you are rather suing the one who is prosecuting you.
200 million.
200 million. So the 200 million Ghana cedis is the bail condition. And so it looks as if it's too much for them. Yes. And I heard Atacha said the bail conditions are unfavorable. They have said it's supposed not to be. The person travel, he himself just travel and turn himself in. So why would you put on him some unfavorable bail conditions?
So he's still in detention ups and downs. I'm sure they violated some of his rights by now. But they said if they leave him, they don't know where he's going to go next.
Yes.
Maybe that's why they give a very huge sum of money for his bail.
Well,
but let's see how this issue goes.
Yes. Then my last paper here, Business and Financial Times. Oil cartels accused of orchestrating anti-SML campaign. Okay. So they are now blaming the oil companies that whatever SML is doing is wrong. So it means the SML is doing something that is not making the cartels to run properly to benefit.
That's interesting.
Then over-dependence on T-bill for government financing and sustainable. The high cost, property permit delay threatening business growth. And also the fuel station to operate 24 hours. MPA boss calls for security agencies to support is also here. That is for the papers, this one. That's what I have here.
All right, that's for the papers. Let me give you a quick information about the new MCs or MMDCs that have been selected in Volta region. Let me just focus on Volta region because this is where we are. For the whole municipality that we have here, or municipal assembly, we have Stephen Adom, who has been selected for whole municipal. And Hohwe municipal is Mr. Prosper Kumi. Prosper Kumi, and he's been nominated for Hohwe municipality. Ketu South, we have Nicholas Kobla Walachi. Nicholas Kobla Walachi. And Ketu North, we have Reverend Martin Amenaki. And Keta, we have Wisdom Bodiru Said. And Akpando, we are hearing that Akpando's MC is pending as that now. So we don't know who is the MC for Akpando. But at that clue, we have Mr. Jerry Yao Ameko. Jerry,
My interest.
congratulations.
That's in my interest because I know he has been coming here.
Of course. So Afajato South, we have Manfred Tewia. And Agotimes Yofi, we have Alfred Kulu Odikro. And Akachi North, we have Bless Kojo Katamani. Akachi South, Daniel Dogba. And Anglo, we have Sandra Seriam Bedo. All right. And also Central Town, we have Doji Monyi Addison. Doji Monyi Addison for Central Town. For Whole West, we have Prosper Francis Duce. Prosper Francis Duce, congratulations.
As a former NCC district, one of the district directors. Yeah.
Okay. North Town, we have Victoria Faji Yawado. And South Dai, we have Courage Kwame Kokoroko. All right, those are for South Dai. And also South Town, we have Victoria Jaklu. North Dai, we have Ennis Adevo. And that's for
your English teacher, man.
Oh, serious? Okay. All right. So North Dai, so these are for Volta region. We will not do the rest of the region because let's just focus on Volta region.
Yes.
For the
At
meantime.
least the 18 has been chosen from Volta region.
Yes. So
Out
we are
of the
seeing
number.
yeah, so OT is also there, Afo is there, Bono, and all the other regions as well. But congratulations going out to all our MCEs. It's not easy. I mean, we were thinking.
We try to speak to one of the, maybe a few of them and congratulate them.
We were thinking there were some names that were very circulating in social media. Everybody was thinking this is the
especially whole
person.
municipal.
Exactly.
So people
And
are
then-
asking questions. Is whole people, what is it, municipal? What's wrong? Is this some kind of disappointment or what?
Well, maybe the president knows better, or whoever spoke into the president's mind knows better. So let's see where this man also runs to. But we wish him all the best. Stephen Adon, we wish him all the best, and all other MCs as well. Congratulations. The job is not easy,
Yes.
and you have to sacrifice and make it work. And we believe that you can transform wherever you are and build upon where your predecessor has ended. It's very important. Let me take you to the portals as well. Ghana Web is reporting that until NDC brings Sedinam back to face the law, no MPP member will be prosecuted.
But yet she has been sentenced.
AG.
She has been sentenced in absentia. So,
Yes. So they want her to come and serve the sentence. Otherwise, they will not accept any MPP.
you have sentenced someone and you want another person to go and bring the person to come and serve the jail sentence. Who does that?
So they're saying that if they don't bring her back, no MPP member will be prosecuted. I don't know what power that will be that will have to make sure that no MPP person is prosecuted because of.
MPP
So the deputy communication director of the New Patriotic Party, NS Owusu Bempa, has challenged the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayini, to extradite Sedinam Tambeklo, a former CEO of Microfinance and Small Loan Center, Maslok, to serve her 10 years jail term according to Osu Bempa, until the National Democratic Congress government ensures the return of Sedinam to face the law, no MPP member should be prosecuted in the country. Well,
officer left me anyhow.
He insisted that if the he insisted that if the ruling party was serious about fighting corruption, it should first bring back Sedinam, who has already been convicted by the court but has gone into hiding. Just as all we are saying, that when you were there, what prevented you from bringing her back to serve her term? But anyway, let's see, maybe if Attorney General will be fair enough to bring her back to serve her term. 10 years in prison. Well, maybe this issue can be appealed, so we don't know how it can also go. So once it's appealed and all of that stuff is happening, we'll know how it will go. So let's keep our eyes or hands crossed. We cannot say because of her you cannot be prosecuted. I don't think the law guarantees that.
Yeah.
Once you are wrong, you are wrong. If you are going to be prosecuted, you are going to be prosecuted. Let me give you some details here as well. My administration has no animosity towards the judiciary, Mahama says. So there's been a call for the removal of petition for the removal of the Chief Justice. So the President John Dramani Mahama has denied any hostility between his government and the judiciary, emphasizing his administration commitment to collaboration or collaborating with the legal community. He said this on Wednesday during a meeting with the Ghana Bar Association. Mahama sought to ease tension by reaffirming that his administration prioritized working with the judiciary to ensure or to enhance governance. So all that we are hearing, he said there's been a backlash against the judiciary before, but that doesn't mean that they are against them. They are against the Chief Justice. Yes. So tensions should come down if it's right for her to go. And it's not just a process that the president will just be advised and then you quickly take her off. There's a process. There's a procedure.
Honestly, throughout the, let me say, lifetime of Ghana independence, almost all the Chief Justice has been petitioned against. Just that we lack the political will to implement them. So most of them, when the petition get to the top, then they say, oh, there's no primary facie case, then it has been dismissed, that it has failed. When I was going to the list, Mr. Thompson, CEO of ASEPA, he alone petitioned against two Chief Justices, and all of them has failed. And it's only this woman, Justice Tokonu, that recorded 3. And in the history of Ghana, since 1963 till now, it's only one person that has been removed. And even that one happened in 1963. It's Anku Kosa has been sacked entirely. He has been sacked by Nkrumah.
Yes.
But from there, the Fourth Republic, nobody has succeeded in removing any Chief Justice. So it could be better. It could be better. This year, this administration, Tokonu will be the first. The first woman to be removed, first Chief Justice to be removed.
No, you cannot judge at.
That's why I say it could be.
Okay.
It could be maybe history, 1963 history will repeat itself in 2025.
But it's not a small procedure. It's not
an
easy procedure.
So the procedure, I was able to capture the 1992 Constitution. Part of it says after the petitioner has petitioned and documents has been looked through, a committee will be set up. That committee will comprise two Supreme Court justices, 3 other persons from who are not members of Council of State. So the first part, Council of States and other people will look at it, and establish the primary facie case. Do you understand? Then, if something like that exists, whatever the petitioners are stating, if it is true, then a committee will now be set that will comprise 2 Supreme Court justices and 3 other persons who are not members of Council of State, nor MP, nor lawyers, will be tasked to probe the matter. So it could be that the president can just come here and pick you and I and terms to now look at the whole thing and probe it. And this one, say president is bound by recommendation. So whatever recommendation this committee will give, the president is bound to abide by it. It's not as it's not like the gay
So
bill,
when
the
they say
gay
no-
bill that has been pushed to the president. They say he's not bound, so he left the bill hanging there. This one is a different ball game.
So when the people, all these people you mentioned, where they said no, the president cannot say yes. It's not possible.
Yeah,
can
whatever
say
they
yes.
say, whatever they say bounce. So the president cannot say yes. But in other jurisdictions, some people also say, okay, president has been given all the powers, so he can also act in his faith. Whatever he feel like doing, he can do it. But that also comes with consequences.
Definitely. Let me take you through another details here again. This one says some traders have regretted not voting for Dr. Baumia. That's coming from Gideon Baku. Well, this was very early for such a statement anyway. But Gideon Baku, economic advisor and spokesperson to the former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, has claimed that some victims of the Edu market fire expressed regret over not voting for the former vice president, recounting events during Dr. Baumia's visit to support the fire victims on OKFM and on March 26. Dr. Baku stated that some traders lamented their decision not to vote for Dr. Baumia in 2024 election. He, however, emphasized that the primary purpose of their visit was humanitarianization, or for a humanitarian reason, and so that's why they were there. So according to him, the traders are so much in regret for not voting for Dr. Baumia. So what will cause them to regret at this point when it's only 3 months? What has happened for them to regret? I mean, those people
I think this write-up is too early.
very early
It's
for
too because we have not seen anything yet. Now 40s are going on.
we haven't even got to the quarter of his
Yes.
first year. So this is just dead.
The budget as it stands now have not been debated and
Yes.
approved yet.
Yes.
So why did he regret? The write-up is too early.
The people are fanfooling them.
Yes.
I think it's just a fanfooling. Because why didn't you vote for the person? You are now trying to make peace by saying that you've regretted. Anyway, whatever reason that's what they said they regretted, maybe it's up to them. They know better. All right. So if you have details,
Yes, let me take you to the Parliament House. Say Parliament approved scrapping of e-levy in 2025 budgets, and then Parliament has approved the abolition of the electronic transaction levy (e-levy) as part of the 2025 budget statement. This follows the passage of the electronic transaction levy repeal bill 2025 on Wednesday, March 26. The finance minister, Dr. Kasala Tofosen, had earlier announced the government's plans to scrap the e-levy along with the 10% tax on lottery winnings, known as the betting tax. We are told it's not the same.
lottery winnings,
Betting tax. Anyway, then the announcement came through his presentation of the 2025 budget to Parliament on March 11. Other levies such as the emission tax are also set to be abolished. The government plans to eventually scrap the COVID-19 levy as part of the broader review of the value-added tax system. Dr. Fossen reaffirms the government's commitment to social protection program with increased allocation to key initiatives under the Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty (LEAP) program. Benefits have been adjusted to reflect inflation, and the number of beneficiary households will increase from 350,000 to 400,000 by July 2025. The budget for LEAP has been raised by 30.8% from 728.8 million Ghana cedis to 959.5 million Ghana cedis. Funding for the school feeding program has also been raised, with the cost of feeding per people per day rising by 33%. This intervention reaffirms the government commitment to supporting vulnerable groups and ensuring social equity, Atul Fossen noted. So it went on and on and on and on. And
right. So let me give you this big issue here. John Peter Mbewu arrested but released. This is coming in from the Ghana Web portal. It says former Minister of Railway Development John Peter Abewu, former MP for Hokwe constituency, has been released after his arrest by the National Security Operatives on Tuesday, 25th March 2025. Report indicates that the former minister was questioned in connection with the $2 million SkyTrain project initiated by the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo led administration. During the recent press conference, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Dr. Dominic Ayeni disclosed that persecution regarding the project will begin in April 2025. He further assured the public that suspects are cooperating with investigations and efforts are underway to recover misappropriated public funds from these individuals. So, John Peter Mbewu was being called by the National Security yesterday. I think the report is saying it's on Tuesday, but we understand that he has been released. What we understand is just being called for questioning to know what do you know about this? Is it true? Have you been here? This and that, and he has been released. But the Attorney General says in April we are going to see persecution. We'll see who is going to be called and be persecuted on this issue. SkyTrain, $2 million.
You know, me like crowd. Jogate is there. They didn't go for Jogate, and they are going for Peter Mbewu. Jogate is the sector minister who signed all these deals, and after he had enough money, he had the president.
Was it under Jogate or was it under Peter Mbewu?
It's under Jogate,
railway minister.
Yes, Jogate signed all these contracts, and even the railway crutcher is in operation. No, so still Jogate has a question to answer. Mbewu was just handed over things. He just oversee things, and no one will pay that I have with you. I heard him severally that one more pay that is just there to make sure they are finished, they are completed.
Maybe he still continue with the process, so he's also part of it.
So anyway, by me, I will say here that it is Jogate they have to pick up first. Pick Jogate to come and answer questions before going for Mbewu.
Wow. So Mbewu has been BNI. People are wondering, is this manhunt or is it witch hunt or which one are we doing? But where we are here is that the minister really actually who oversee the SkyTrain project is John Peter Mbewu. They said Jogate was just at the edge of the process before Mbewu came in. So Mbewu actually was the one who really oversee
who signed the deal,
who oversee the whole transaction.
Well, I disagree.
He did not sign the deal anyway, but he was.
Yes, so the one who signed the deal is what I'm calling for, that they should pick up.
So anyway, this is a huge money. $2 million is not a joke.
Yes,
we cannot just let it go like that.
And all these things have been mentioned during the campaign by the current government. They couldn't come out to defend it. None of them. According to the story, even they have not even conducted any visibility studies before signing the deal. And they just pay someone to. So I have a number of people in my mind. Jogate, former health minister, the one Coco Boy takes over from. Actually, vaccine got up will pay Meko. You see, so I have a lot of people they should pick, not the surface ones.
Wow. So let's see how this issue go. Then we heard that people that they've signed a deal with unlicensed company. They are not even licensed.
Yes.
The money has been paid with no visibility has been done at all before money. I mean, how would you do such a procurement? I mean, why would John Peter Mbewu not stop this whole thing at that point?
He cannot. Because at that time it looks as if they even do him a favor by putting him there.
Anyway, we'll see. Let me just take you to, if you have some details there, you can give us. But if you don't,
let me take you to Aura. Oh, okay. I thought you read something like that. Say Aura is to help fight corruption, not witch hunt anyone. Mahama. So Mahama, President John Dramani Mahama has reiterated the operation Recover All Loot. All Loot initiative was created to combat corruption and ensure accountability in public office rather than to target individuals unfairly. Speaking to the member of Ghana Bar Association during a courtesy call on Wednesday, Mahama emphasized oral rules as a platform to whistleblowers to report corruption with proper investigative procedure in place. Quote, one of the issues we are confronted with is the issue of corruption and accountability in office. It's become the norm now for people to dip their hands in the public purse or misappropriate funds, Mahama stated. He noted that corruption was among the top 5 concerns of Ghanaians during the last campaign, making it essential for the government to take a strong stance in addressing the issue. So that is John Mahama meeting the Ghana Bar Association yesterday.
Yeah, so you say his government is open for criticism, so they can criticize his government.
Oh, but that one is constant. He did not to tell us. By all means, ne we onyoa mi akafu, ne we ogbla here Euro. That one they did.
So let's see how his government goes. We hope that you have you continue with the goodwill till he ends 2028, so that the next person that will come after him will also take up with the goodwill. Other than that, it will be a different story that we'll be hearing very soon. Sure. All right. So let me still give you some details here, and let me just give you this one: 10 Basic School battle for supremacy in Asset North, NCC Independence Quiz, and also here says future of CSOs amid key shift in multilateralism will be defined by adaptability. And also, let me give you these details here. Muslim applaud President Mahama for declaring 31st March and 1st April as holiday. And so the Federation of Muslim Council has expressed appreciation to President John Dramani Mahama for declaring Monday 31st March and Tuesday 1st April as public holiday to mark Idul Fitr. How do you call it? Is that it?
Yes,
Idul Fitr.
close.
Yes. The additional public holiday will enable Muslims in Ghana to celebrate this festival with their families and loved ones, promoting a sense of community and social cohesion. And the declaration fulfills President Mahama's campaign promise to the Muslim community, demonstrating his commitment to promoting unity, inclusivity, and religious tolerance. So this is what is going to mean that we are going to have 2 major holidays, Monday on 2 major working days, Monday and Tuesday.
It's just bad.
31st and 1st April.
That is,
it's going to be public holiday.
It's going to cost productivity. This is serious, and well, Antonia, we will come back and talk about that.
It said it's inclusivity. If it's Christmas Day, they give us holiday. When it's New Year, they give us holiday.
Okay,
and the Muslims are also celebrating this.
So the thing is on Monday. Is Monday not enough? Monday is enough.
Monday, what are they doing on that day? That's when they are breaking their fast. Monday they'll break their fast.
And we are home.
So the Tuesday will be the
Tuesday
celebration.
we go to work.
Tuesday is when they will celebrate.
When they break their fast, then they should just celebrate at once. What special thing are they going to do on that Monday?
Their celebration don't go like that. They will break the fast before they will do the celebration.
Well,
they cannot be doing the celebration and go to work.
I wish I'm a CEO of youth and empowerment. Something. Everybody will go to work. All youth will go to work. But unfortunately, I am not. Now let me take you to City Newsroom. We don't want rice. Edun Fire's victim jeered at Muntaka, so they call it Muntaka rice. So victims of Edun PZ market fire in Kumasi have turned down food donations from the Interior Minister and Ayawaso MP, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, expressing frustration over lack of practical assistance. The fire, which occurs on 21st, destroyed numerous shops and livelihood, leaving traders desperate for meaningful support to rebuild. Muntaka visited the scene with a truckload of supplies, including 1,500 bags of rice and 8,000 boxes of cooking oil. However, the victims rejected the items, stating that food aid, excuse me. However, the victims rejected the items, stating that food aid was not what they needed at this crucial time. So, going for the story continues. The victims emphasized their primary need for the government to rebuild the market. To rebuild the market and ensure their businesses can recover. They also expressed concern about potential eviction from the land, urging authorities to prioritize their plight. Muntaka, while confident in his approach, called for practical measures to address the reoccurring issues of market fires, which he noted have significant economic implications for the country. So finally he pledged to support the victims in getting back on their feet. By Ghana, we keep doing the same thing all over again. Ejobi ami openu, ami opa sigbawe. Ya lomoli ibe abamana. Who told you they need rice? The people need financial assistance. How to get back on their feet? How to get their wares going? Get something to start selling. And you brought rice.
Well,
who said they don't have rice in their houses?
Has there been any promise to reshape the place for them? Has there been any allocation?
That is what. Sure. So this is it. Just like what happened in Kantamatu, and the government is dragging their feet. You realize the traders themselves have started building their own thing. But this particular thing, unless government wants to build a market by itself, and it's going to take a long time. If they should leave it for government, it's going to take a long time. So they are also just pleading or calling on government to leave the space for them so that they can build their own thing.
They need to have a standard of building the whole place.
Exactly. That's
so
another angle of the conversation.
If you leave it for them, they might go and do something that a fire will happen again.
Exactly.
We understand that there's a point in the market where there's water that's supposed to be for fire service or for quenching fires. And they've set up a whole store tiled on that place.
Yes.
So it means that whenever there's fire, the fire service cannot even access that water.
That same thing is in Ho here. I know places that over to 500 to Petedori. Akamodo store the authorities were just sitting there. Government comes, government goes. And fire service themselves, who's supposed to stand up and fight this and fight the occupants of the area, they kept quiet. The commanders come, commanders go. Nobody has been talking about it. So Nejo Jovife, Yawan or Duji, Alan or Chikule, one source, which is far away.
I don't know why they are acting as on a blunt side. Manyebe Ayana Joafi Miabaje, Chuchukabaka, Unka Joamiba. And those places, tiles, the bad parts are all tiles.
Many fellow who bomb at all, a season of the fee 500 to the fee. I can't make those store the Gila, Ella who bomb me.
Junior, the job Yellow Coachijua. It's a problem. You're talking about a problem cost. Maga blame government too much. Anyway, the government is saying that they are going to launch National Sanitation Day on April 2nd. As part of NDC manifesto promise. So the initiative aims to promote cleaner communities through structured competition and local participation. So they are saying they are going to give responsibility to the MCs, the new ones that have been selected now, to win prizes. Yes, so when your community, your municipality is able to get that day, utilize that day very well, implement things, and it works well, MCs are going to be winning prizes. Best MC for sanitation, all of that.
Yeah, but well, maybe I should reserve my comment on this.
Reserve it. Listen to the Minister for Local Government and Regional Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, as he tells us more about the National Sanitation Day.
Sanitation Day was promised by His Excellency the President, and it's one of the manifesto things that will have to be delivered. And it is going to be National Sanitation Day and National Sanitation League. So clearly, on the 2nd of April, which will be next Wednesday, it will be launched by His Excellency the President at Manche Agbona Park. Then on Saturday, April 5th, then the exercise will start nationwide. After that, there will be National Sanitation League. No soon the DCs are going to be mentioned. They finished the first batch, is with the president, and I know the second report will go and the third report will go. And once that is done, there will be a National District Sanitation League and a Regional Sanitation League. We are not going to joke with the sanitation issue, and it's going to be a kind of competition. If you are last this time, and next month too you are last, next 2 months you are last, then you can imagine whether you are fit for purpose or you don't fit to be there. And it is not just going to be naming and shaming. We are all going to be at work.
All right, so that's the Minister for Local Government and Regional Integration. Says there's going to be Sanitation League.
See, honestly, me, I'll just disagree with the fanfare side of it. This league thing. Over the years, see, sanitation is a huge problem in this country. Me, what I want to hear minister doing, start instructing people to get to work, not the lunch. What is that?
They want to make it attractive.
What attractive? What is attractive about collecting bola?
You make it a national day.
No, see, over the years, the former minister of Volta region, our minister here, has been adjudged at 2 or 3 consecutive times the best minister. What do we have here to show for? And so now that he's also going to put an award for being best MC for sanitation. Is it on paper or on the ground? This thing is 2 things. So
they're going to monitor what you do.
Okay, so if the MC or the DC decided to contract people to be writing good things about him, and the ground is something else, or you come to, for example, you come to Ho. Anytime they come to Ho, they only stand at service center and mark. When they stand at service center, they mark, say, oh, Ho is clean, and they will go without getting to Anglokoji to see what is there, without getting to scrap area to see what is happening, without getting to this CK road, but gutter weather. Till today, me no blow if I'm moaga for other do the kafra, other do the exandudo, akwa fugbere gutter mele moto. Never hear Lukalenga Tiafiavai. And till today, people are still defecating in the gutters. Go to this big gutter that runs from a Meganshi area, pass through Jehovah Witness bridge here to Rabaze area. People are still defecating in it. This thing, the lunch part of the fanfare side of it is what I'm against. There should be just straight instructions. People should get to work and start working to redeem that image. In the past, people promised to turn some places the cleanest city in the whole of Africa, but we don't see it happening. Odo River is still there like that. And so this thing is not anything that they should be doing fanfare with.
They should go to work.
Till today, when you get to the entrance of my house, Bola Gago, Yogbagba, Zoom Lion, and we don't know who to report to. Meanwhile, we pay him. Go around. I've been saying is the Bola, oh, you're a flower pot. As to flower layer,
Zoom Lion, Ekela is a very major concern. And then you better work, Minaminya, then you better look at your problem in Aminya, because Bola was Sulemon.
So in this situation, they do the fanfare. They spend so much money to launch it, do the fanfare, and the whole of ball out for the motto. Who do we blame? Who do we speak to?
More than a week now. All right. So let me take the last story where we have NSD join us in the studio as well. It's about a silent crisis that is spreading like wildfire. The rampant abuse of red. 225, a powerful painkiller tend to street drug, and people are already abusing that thing so much.
Serious.
Yeah, red.
Serious. It is just bad on seeing some of the videos.
So I heard it's a painkiller. People are taking like about 5 tablets, 5 or 7 tablets at the same time.
How? How on earth will you do that to yourself?
Serious. And we are hearing that it affects the heart. When you overdose, it affects the heart, your lungs,
The
your
kidney.
brain, your kidney, and all these things.
Yes.
My people, my boys, my people know they care. They just want to make fine, and it's so
And
bad.
they mix things too. When what you mix it them honestly seriously, if you are a youth by this time hear a video your kwape o chele me de na kemi a classify we fifie nko kami a chona we.
Anyway, the Minister for Youth Development, George Opari, says something about this, as well as the CEO of Youth, Basintali, were making their comments about this particular one.
Cannot sit aloof, we cannot sit idle. This is not business as usual, because the basic survival of this country is endangered with young people abusing drugs. And because drugs are expensive, if they don't have the money to buy, they must find the money to buy. The human resource of every country is the most important resource, and the youth of this country is our biggest resource. That is why, as a ministry, we've taken on the challenge to address this canker head on.
We must block the channel to which this deception keeps getting in the minds of our youth. It's simply about over-impression.
But waking you up every weekday morning.
Global Morning Show.
All right, so as Basintali says, simply over impression.
Seriously,
you want to show you're a guy.
Yes, the education, the education must be intense. And another one is checking our borders. Like how much it up it I feel like I get it to call me. Number two, who thinks he wants to make money die because you are in possession of the drug, you feel you can just sell. You can sell and make money. That person is a nation wrecker. It's an enemy of the state.
If you have be apply amachi, drugstore, pharmacy, I'm a dev to be apply red. Nka me BS be nka call your pecho. Ko jirene.
Yes.
E ka va ka apply cho. E ka jirene. But did you go just some short distance? E ka va be apply. I mean, you are causing the problem. You're causing the problem. If you let me have a rule, be nge be apply amachi, de be apply amachi, de call prescription ve. Doctor's prescription. Happy wajira machi now. Other than that, like I'm some at you get a pharmacy. Pharmacy touch you to go
Yes.
They have to sell because they have to pay them. Then the verbal governor code Jola, it means that they are not going to pay them. So they'll surely want to sell for you without anything. Maybe look at that. 32 minutes past 8. We'll go for a short break. NCC is in the house. This is the Global Morning Show.
Waking you up every weekday morning.
Global
Still the Global Morning Show, 36 past 8. We are live on Facebook as well. You go on Facebook, you can watch all our conversation there. You send us your message as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I have in the house Mr. Ora Robert. Good morning, boss. You're welcome.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
We thank God. We also thank Global for your hard work and great things you are doing. Yeah.
You have a very huge name. All right. Mr. Babatunde is also in the house. Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very well. That name seems to be heavier than Babatunde.
Babatunde.
Heavyweight name.
Welcome. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Great. We are talking about, I think we are ending. Okay. All right. Miami Asala, be Nyabe Independence Day. Do Nyabe 68 years anniversary, and we are declaring, or all Ghanaians have declared this month as our Heritage Month, Ghana Month, our Culture Month, so many things to focus on Ghana. And it's not okay for us to just be celebrating without looking back for where we came from and where we want to go. It's very important for everybody's life to know how they can plan their life and all the expectation. That Egbe Mia Adoje, Mia Mamakpocho NCC, Mia Fonucho, the purpose of our celebration, our focus, our aspirations, what we should be looking out for. Babere la siumele jedobia kweko deme kuna naminya to 0203-766-500. Gentlemen, let me start from Mr. Ora Robert. Let me start from you.
Yo, akbe me egado agbendina todola wake. Abale ope intran blena. Nelam kude epoyama azadu dua katanguha. Bobe the team is something like that. But we should reflect, review, and then reset. Ta agoma kwenye be milam kude megbiang. Mi pote kwe ke mi le fifian kawe miawo. Then mia alam kudale mia zozolia ingong. Ta le jedudu mo kata mabale negle. Last year we were looking at the kochak ple nguyo kata yo kenya our heritage. Yeah, me lang kudong for the whole month. Ta enyoba fe ama me nkulam de me apa history. Me edoje me gle jigadebe me nguyo kata yima hafi jirudwa dokushi hoko vasu miashia me apa ngonola aba amu ngule dadi nami be me atogbu yo pe fuko pe vukwe dadi nami eyo do me ha jibe me awo me atoshim. Ta me apa wo fe le Ghana per to today alo pe ngo yi ma levevie ne elankude 57 verse 57 nwa akpobe tadoji va de le miape ngono la yoshi especially miape president Gbanto na miese goma be miape dokushi hohwa videde kama nomo na nyebe mi me kpere dukos amebo dukos so na won ha wo kpodo kushi hoko eveli anye be nwi mi apashi sule 57 na anye political independence.
Okay.
Kake there was another vital thing yikenya economic independence. Yike akpobo vadash na fifia menya na yovo we kogana mi alo mi awe kwa me feel be ejebe avai kemie ho the political independence one na fa avama kana no jiafi mi aten akpodo kwishi no ahole mi apa ganya o clash tsanya o gome ta ne lenkuda nkruma nwa enweve ya wenya epeta dojin halebe Gbanto esumiashi kake eveliala ebe fia o hia lebe mia awododo akparabe aleke mia wo hafi mia pe ashitsanya o mia pe gakpomonwo ple dodo yoka awebe mia aganofu pekpeme fun abale wole fia na wa nkawe mia wo vevieto abe duko Ghana ene ta nana pe mfiafia mo alo mmejojuro ya wa eleve vienami be mia alankude nana pe nguyon Gbanto ne mi be mi akpo tutudeji le mi ape ganyoma alo economically mi aton atudeji a kan de ka le be mi alen ku de wenye be ale economy ale wo gblere na mi a eje be mi agugwa shi atrol nwi ke mi va tu enye be koko gble alo sika eyawo nye ŋu eve yiwo ke Ghana kpekpem ɖe Ghana ŋu gake zigede aɖoko mie kɔna kokokuawo nenema ko ako ɖo ɖa gbetaduwo axe fe na mi alo miaxɔ ga ɖe ŋu fifia kura wo ga kɔm na mi miaɖu vɔ hafi akɔ kokokuawo kɔ yi yi ke meka ɖe dzi be ŋu yiwo le be Ghana na wɔ fifia nye be kokokua míawo hã míagbugbɔ atrɔ asi le kokokuawo ŋu alebe mía atsu anye wɔ abe ale míekpɔm le milowo me ene akɔ ɖewo awɔ aha akɔ ɖewo awɔ ami sisi kple tɔtɔwo ke ema awɔe be míaƒe ganyawo kple edɔkpɔmɔŋuwo aʋu ne sɔhɛwo kple dukɔ ŋutɔ hã be nane yiwo ke amewo ava xɔ kokokua ava kɔ ŋu hafi míagava aƒle le wo gbɔ agava nɔ zazama meka ɖe dzi be eyawo nye akpa yiwo ke egbe ƒe Ghana míanɔ ŋku lém ɖe wo ŋu kpɔ be aleke míawɔ hafi nene ƒe ɖokuisi xɔxɔ ya ƒe viɖea wòa asu mía si me.
Ele veve ɖe batrɔ ɖe Babatude gbɔ ɖe mi bia se be míaƒete abe Ghana tɔ ɖe national agenda ko ɖe le mía si ya ele veve ɖe be mi have development projects abe lege be Dr. Kwame Nkrumah gblɔ abe leke na mi nya exɔ independence ko ese ɖe fi bi mi have long term goals wo be 10 years time la be Ghana ne no fi 20 years time la ele be Ghana ne no fi president wo de sia de na va la wana zozo ɖe dzi be ŋgɔgbe yi na va le kle gbɔe
yo akpe ma azamon kpɔkpɔ ke akɔdo gbana ya ƒe dɔdatɔ afetɔ Kenneth Kpono kple Global FM nyasalawo katã abele ke he ebia babia magblɔ be nyateƒe we have a national development planning is it commission ya ele miasi abela onami development plan there that is about 15 years what we expect government to do for us or how we expect the nation to grow kake ameba ko be zigedela that particular document la omekoko le do wa abeleke ojibena kokko wa do no nyebe document mi ne le do wa tutu la mi ma no fiki he mi le egbo when you study that document la akwebela ta doji nuke hele Ghana si alo le mi apen godo si na Ghana akwebela ele very good kakia ne afi wana mi alo do domio he oglobe na mi zojia afi wa yingola opiti eganyae egameva le miasi he mi atan awa nuke he eje alo nuke mi anto mi jina mi adokuwa egamele miasi mi atan awo ya ke mi data la globe no nyebe enomiowe atan adomoda ke mi ape gapo mono la eje mi agbo atrase le ohun eya nyebe koko nya ho oglo pakri sika nya ho oglo le ate fema these two commodities wala onye na neki heta here governor du come kakele ke mi vale ko fifla la du ko abela du ko bon vale gagble de ekemi wu plus so be ni mi da agbede la o da gble voa kake he ojebe wa ke na wata flache o mele kona wasigbo moreover chela ne agbamie yide ablochi du ko a nuke heji chogbo milela ga metal effect pepeme po sigbo agomanje be fifia pe koko on toto krachila over the chemicals the way detect limit for now of which la EU ne metita la other place ban there miaji concerning mia pe cocoa beans because of the quality ta going forward la ejimi ba trust le New York town plus sube what we expect our cocoa to bring to us la at town aheve kake le ema chema dokpomo no me valeu na taflache sohio agombe jila de side ko epvd sukube ya no doa ava ko agbadele yoji akpere yon alebe eyache nuko basuna akokpere du ko fe tutudo ji gakea edome value tanu anye be ablek he deputy glebe mi anto mi process mi be kokoko mi be gold le country ele fia no anye be industries wo ole he wa ton ho so he we ke he o panle o do le suku do o fe do me be no va wodo a mo ko se be dopomo a ava nainzam albe the aldness like ye youth one to chale ta fla check bomme naneke ma wato do manaitawa edi adi akpopo eye du culture azo ayungo ka kokpoda uncha zigela nonwe ta fla check zo yandre nonu otu edu kude ope asicha chaunta tanu anye be nonu le asicha anyu be jidudu ade ega o fe do wona we me plus sube yocha watanturo open doji aho amu wakperu wawado. In so doing kola, we are building up the economy. Albe the national development here we are expecting at 68 years and beyond la near town akwe. But as it stands now la, our expectation from independence up to date, which is the 68th year in which Ghana le fifia nyatefeme do afaneo. Yeah, because what we are expecting or what we expect Ghana to be at 68 years as a person individually la most do Africa had ogon be du kodo olia mi ho edukusi no dongo now hafi iya oba kwe akek binya ke ngo ese cho yo fakpaji milela enye jidepo nyawe enya se kakami mi fakpaji a be nya dezo ayingola awu nyan be magwe megbe yimile alobete pre ka ko milele marking time ta ahia be hemi ko 68 fifie kwa mi de tetere afon vonyeke ta ahia be mi ajagba awo nuke hia me de tetere afon wa ta la chi ne nya me gbe toje ko 68 kola ko ye kola won toje nya fiki he ele tadura ya ta go be tetere afon ta nuke wo jibe hemi awa albe me value mi afi ko we tun be megbe ava ya twa ko bo mi wa mi atosinu yo to chala no tu de ye eji.
Mr. Robert, du comme vieux be agbagba majemaje alo du comme polawe na be mi do fi mi do egbe.
Ayo akpa na be jedodo ve vide ma mi kove ne lanku de bia gbanto ya na bia wa fi ma va ya gbo akpobe le Rollins per time mi esena na agenda 2020 alo vision 2020 mi explore mu yo ke de fuma do ko la be mu ke blanc le miape démocratie so yi ka wo de nkruma dale jiji so yi mama ale mi azode ngote me va nonyu ale be na ame va vient que mi gade badagba po dupoplo me que mi vie ko mi va no azole azom eve yingo to va me gbe klo to ta enabe mi va chi me gbe le guado me nenampe kuke maoke ye miape ngoji yide megbele vision mamle yokele ayo MPC alo National Planning Commission we ke defu enye be pobe nenye be political party de dujivala amashama boblombo ye pe manifesto we ye blota ke woda shi plan an dade ke wozozom de open manifesto ji yikamanya Ghana agenda ta nanan pe dodoma elebe mi akpora be mi lankudon be nanan pe wona ma won glem le mian wo kpede un hafi mi meten do te pe yo ke wole be mi ado nyate pe ma wona nle danyo na mi nya be mi akple Malaysia akple Singapore akple South Korea we hodo kwishi ya jideka kakene na fa mo ne mie yo fi o ke wodua mi ma do pe hafu ta mu yo ke gblem le mia ngufe ya wa mia deje sho ale be mia kpogbo be na fa kuke ma wa mi do ale be mi ma gatro de na fa mo mi jagbagba abale ya na gblome na mia ji national agenda ike mia azodeji ya ko ya kpere mia wa fi mia tan adongo okay fifia dumevi o pe wo pe ple mia pe plolawa alo du plolawa we alo dumevio mia me evakata ele mia gbo because ne mia dumevio we chia na unu la oba na fama yo no ngona mi na wakplomi ata na nyebe du plolawa alo ameyo mia chia o metan wo dodo yo ke jimielewa ewogebe megbechichi ya ofo mevi ava eye na nyebe mia dumevio ha mia gbe mi ma mia po wom vieto no va ajoga ploto gbo fima tukara no na vo ajoga etu adu ta nenyebe ekpe to akpama hana akpobe akpare ha le mi aduma vi ogbochi olebe fifia nenyebe mi akata mi ejebe mi akpo tutureji plengo yi ya ke mi atekpo lenkude nanafe area yo awebe mi aten azodengo megbe makpoto alebe ngo yi aten aba
babia sebe corruption anyanu ike na be mi demegbe a ikenye be 68 years fi okele be mi dola corruption na be betado fi ke mi doa
enye e ga de kai ke mia ame yiwo ke nye Ghana viwo ke ŋu kpɔm tso ɣeyiɣi aɖewo va de asi ne fifia míate ŋu agblɔ be enye ŋu gã ɖeka yi ke megbe tsitsi yawo ƒomevi vava me menye eƒe ne yi ke va yi ko alo ƒe nyi yi ke va yi ko gake tso 92 ɖeɖe kura va yi fia ne ekpɔ scandal kple ŋu yiwo ke woƒe gbeƒãwo ɖe na mi be ŋu yi dzɔ kple ale yi ke wo wɔna ŋu ɖe medoa dzidzɔ na dumeviwo nenye be ame ɖe va fi abladzo alo wobe efi gbɔn alo koklo kpɔ speed kple ale yi ke nene ƒe amemɔwo wolé na wo da mɔ zi ɖeka ɖa kabantɔ gake nenye be wòva zu ame yiwo ke fi alo ega home aɖewo to woƒe asime alo nye ŋububu yi ke míede dzesi be enye corruption ƒe nyawoa ala koe ƒe ne ƒe atɔ̃ ƒe ade kakaka ɖewo kura ke eŋu koe ava yi na mi ta meka ɖe dzi be dɔléle ma enye dɔléle gãtɔ yi ke wòle be míada na mía ɖokuiwo eye nenye be wòle dziaƒo nenema eɖiɖi ʋu va mía dumeviawo hã me ta teƒe vi ɖe sia ɖe yi ke ame ɖe be ɖo wòle be 1000 cedis ɖe ne va fi ma kaka ne be ame ma ne wɔ akɔnta le 1000 ŋua ke eva tsi abe 700 alo 600 vivivi mawo katã wonye nane yiwo ke efu ɖem ta nenye be mía katã míate ŋu ahɔ aʋa ɖe nenem ƒe zãŋuxɔxɔ kple zãŋunana ya ŋua meka ɖe dzi be ewɔ ge be míaƒe megbetsitsia azɔlia ate ŋu atsɔ wu ale yi wòle fifia
enya esese egɔme nye be nonye be mía pete abe dumeviwo ne míawɔ míaƒe dɔdeasi alo nu ke hedzɔ be ne mí wɔa ne mí le wɔa le wɔa genuinely la mí ma nɔ fi ke mí le gbɔ nu katã me gbɔ nya ke ɖa ekpɔ be dumevi alo mía mí tɔe be sɔhe dumeviwoa ame ɖe va srɔ̃ plumbing ele project ɖe wa ya eyɔe be never look at the plumbing work wɔna ye nya kɔ telephone ya yɔe be never learn kron nka be how much is going to be involved nu gbãtɔ ke he ava tame na nenem tafla cha nenem plumber mia eya nye be leke akɔkɔ beat we leke akɔkɔ beat we nu gbãtɔ he ava tame ne lo instead of ne bu be o adanka ya de to nenem do he ya we awe nyue de plus be aje dɔtɔn be a recommend na ame bubu ya kala wa do meche aka ho ipe nu vide ame ke meche a recommend ke it's going on and on ke nu ke je la akpo ya o me buna ke mi won le ke wa inflate figures ne eno nye 1 cedi la ya we 1 cedi 20 cedis ya we 1 cedi 50 pesos ya danana de ji ya kpo de ji ke he meje ta never on miera le ke he egava ejita that project la maybe you might not get it because egamie he yona miera la egamie melesi o ko actually me de kakpo oji kaka ide ejieme ke so I will say be I don't even notice magbe we are all corrupt in our mind enya ntoto kemi kaka po kokoko gra meregbo office be ya bia information tu kre krachela he enya kponya be good morning kola leke ya wa ahona de la so afi adole na igbo nuki he wa pe via la mele ya mu gbegban lo esemede ta de na memie krachela leke he mi akoko dojie la eya ntonto wo ntonto akpele je dodo me bela eje ya kona de kokko dadan ke meje be na isigbo so Ghana at 68 FIFA la we should start eje mi butamia gbona doku aji enu ke de le bubudami po mi afa mododo weda po mi afa koji nyawe fifi like train mele mi asiki atanko from Ho to even Accra le fie ko netro gembe igbo de Ho anop me 4 hours 5 hours ati ava do Ho at 68 years no nyebe mi le mi afa azon we zon nuko ho jebe na mi wa na mi le watutu efo ne bia ide egevifla ne be helicopter ya kwa lo plane ya do a onto be kotoku meye vo manaye tae
atu do na oje do
yeah countries ko work deputy yofifla ya when you go there akpo ebe nuka train system is working air transport is working and mi have modo dookrachela perfect kake mi agbonye ke Nyatepe 68 years, we have to wake up.
We really have to wake up. Egajonya yambe ganya yobiti, demi fufu corruption ga yobiti.
Heavyweight corruption pa menye nyaviolo.
Ko fufula egajibela mia sokole Singapore kwetio mi mia jelonwu kra.
Nyatepe mia jelonwu kra.
Director, bi bro nya de chwa na jolo mia bo patriotism. To come vive patriotism. E kalia lo ejo.
In fact, me blog be joy o kaka be don tole o le be mia wo kudan ela bale baba glo fifila va ye na nye be amede mi gbogbo be train ple to echikra mi makpo mi ano hado eva problem vo amu mi agbofia o to vai ta nebe nana ahia mi amaje be wahia kaka patriotism julolo ike mi ato no dukoya akpogbo be na mele NCC ya magakwe be jidudu pe dokwe makwe be dowo nye pe dowo pe ma fima ma nye pe junkukui dudu pomle ta ekem nanye be doreli ole be mawala ma a jagbagba ma we ale ole be ma we ye nyama akpogbo be alo anu mokpom be eya vide de kemele ngota manana subordinate de na yalo eya nana na me ifman manana ke pogota ngwi mi akpo adu alo ngushang agaga eva webe nana fa zulolo ma ike aweba mashama na akpo masebe mi no nfom kude red pluton ni to mi no boblombe na zulolo ma le tututu a mi apo boda o amole fma dol wala do du do wala do pe do enye mabe wakpogbo be nane ke medze kpɔ ge ɖe dukɔ me ame aɖewo ƒe dɔe wo nenem ƒe dɔ ma wɔm be Ghana ta yewo akpɔgbɔ be nenem ƒe afɔku ya ma dzɔ ɖe Ghana dzi oa ta nenem ƒe nu yewo katã ne le ŋku ɖe ŋu akpɔ be míaƒe patriotism spirit antɔntɔ la ona be nane li o alo ne nane li o le be mia wa dze be mia adze wɔwɔ kaba afi abale egble na wa va ku kura ike mia tanu ake ɖe ŋu meka ɖe dzi be edɔ gãtɔ le o le be mia wɔ ku ɖe patriotism
eche edɔ gã ɖe le mia si abe NCC be mia ana dukɔmeviwo tsi wa nyanu kɔ ku ɖe dukɔmelɔlɔ ŋu wo be teni gbɔtrɔ va dɔda si mi dze
ekpɔ dze ke he ɖo mi le fia mi le fifia le nyateƒe ma the patriotism ejegome tso mi youth for work with the VOG.
Very good.
Ejege do mi le hemanya music for mi le tala mi tune station o holo because me jibe ya ase ejedo dokio. Sigbe kie no nyebe NCC to organize program de le community de alo tepele a. Instead of ta flat ya youth for nova senya ke hele mi ase no be wa kokko ado odokio do a. O mele ba vagbo ametechichi we ko wo from 60 70 he ko ya davora body ya ko abako le abolome akpo so yo ya do ko manu jejele mi ahun ava no yi o ka ko gadeva mama na we fe de o ka ko ga po yo dede o ka do kiwe o ka gba gade ma fe vo nu ke hele efimi nu ke tami le ami ke tami fofu mi da be mi afo nu ku de do lon a so o me radio
everybody je go macho so heoji
from the scratch to me for women kaka ko ide so heoji hafi edulonlo a fe gbogbo agere o me fifia eku dulonlo fe gbogbo eku le mia do me vi gbo ego mbe mafo gafifla na communal labor ya akpobe yufo wa do makpo sanitation day nyake we he krache ho direct to me way back there Ache evacu no fugafila be nova wa do they are not going to come out na lona ofe du tututu a na no le ne ekwe be elegbegbe du come one for the love of your nation la nuka undoto awe kwacha fi amegara ba ya bia be meka wa na ndo ye obo asimese ke we on mijine mi awe na
yes
wa kwa botana we
good
ka meka le fifio ta ahia be mi agbo mi adoku e aji
meka be chala mo ta chuna do krisi anglo mo be megi afi ke egbeto de moji betiola amo chuna do krisi nglo na moji beti age fiela
melio
be minister assembly
to assembly na we zoom la yo tole
betio ta du comme lon la le vede dala ya man ko sela bagaji yo be va ke gamel le mi asitu so 1 minute pe ko bia ko unuta maybe next time ya ahom ya fe Babiao. Thank you very much, Mr. Robert Kuleba Bantu David
Akbe.
All right.
Thank you.
Right, so Global Morning Show, 1 minute past 9. We'll go for a short break. Opinion segment is up next.
It's the Global Morning Show. Global Morning Show.
And 12 minutes past 9 a.m. We're still live on the Global Morning Show, and we're about to get into conversations here. I have in the house Mr. Theophilus Ajanku, Wezo, Eleno Fugbana, NDC. Mr. Ajanku.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, we are most grateful to the Almighty God for another brightest day. I think He will make things beautiful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are looking at issues concerning e-levy, and one of your major campaign promise, even though the MPP is also saying that they've also, if they were to be elected president, Baumia should be president, e-levy would have maybe be gone before even today that we are seeing it today. E-levy is a major call for all Ghanaians, that too much tax is on us, and your president, your leader of the party said that he's going to abolish e-levy. Medidio, just yesterday we saw that the bill was passed for the e-levy to be repealed, and waiting for president's signing of the bill that we are going to see e-levy no more, and GRE is also going to take effect from there. What do you think about this particular issue? But before that, let me send you to the Parliament House. Let me say what the majority leader is saying about this particular bill that is going to be repealed.
Government will lose close to 2 billion Ghana cedis. But the 2 billion Ghana cedis that government is going to lose will now come to Ghanaians. So in effect, individual Ghanaians who ordinarily would have lost 2 billion Ghana cedis will now retain their 2 billion Ghana cedis. And government that would have gained 2 billion Ghana cedis by way of deductions from Momo transfers, government will lose the 2 billion Ghana cedis.
Mr. Speaker, we were told that the fiscal impact of this singular repeal will amount to 1.946 billion for the fiscal year 2025. Mr. Speaker, the committee deliberated on this matter and came to the conclusion by a unanimous decision of the committee that this should be recommended to the House for the repeal to proceed.
Some minority.
Maybe I allow here jo le parliament in cho vai alo echo de kabai kokuda e-levy be da mabiacho Mr. Janko Sigbobe leke le olebo e-levy be da. What is your point on this one?
Yeah, my brother. Before I go to the controversial e-levy, let me say good morning to our Charles listeners, and also add my voice to congratulate all the president's nominees for the municipal and the district chief executives. I have a couple of good friends. Among them, one among them is who I'm representing here today. He should have been here today, but you know.
Okay, Jerry.
Okay. So I have to extend my congratulations message to Honorable Jerry Ameko Adakulu, DC nominee, and also to the whole municipal DC nominee. Now Metro.
Okay.
This morning I was reading the confirmation of the elevation to metropolitan status. Honorable Stephen Adom, very dynamic and well-prepared man for the job.
We'll be coming down to that particular one later on.
Not forgetting my regional minister, Honorable the Action Man, Honorable Gunu. They are all listening to us. Should have a good morning.
Good morning
today.
Okay.
My brother, as for the controversial e-levy, Ghanaians today wake up with full of joy. I can't wait for the president to assent it, either today or tomorrow, for it to take effect. Because this thing has been a killer tax. It's a double taxation. It's like government stealing from our coffers directly.
They didn't say they were stealing. They said they wanted to use it for a purpose. That is the
we will not say government always
the
need money. We all know
initial plan.
but that doesn't mean that government can dip its hands to every coffers and be taking money anyhow. You know, Ghanaians expressed their sentiment when this thing was introduced, and you saw the manner in which this bill was passed. That is why when I heard you saying that MPP also said when they come they'll remove it, that is a total misleading, and we can't trust these people. You were there. You are the same people who how can you put something on us and you are telling that when you come, meanwhile you were there. As at the time they were giving us this promise that when they come, and I was asking when they come, where are they going before they will come? Because you were in power, you had all the opportunity to remove it. You were in power. Ghanaians says they don't like this tax. Ghanaians express dissatisfaction. In fact, even through their own MPs, a lot of them were divided. We pleaded with this government, this Akufo-Addo Bawumia government, that take this thing off. It's total. It came to a line. They themselves were saying that even the amount they are expected to raise, they are not getting it.
And they reduced it. It was 2%, and they brought it 1%.
Yeah, we have to cry. It took minority in parliament, now majority, NDC MPs, for it to be reduced. And that was not the call. The call was that take it off because it's a nuisance tax.
They said they replaced it with a roto. Roto will not be no more, so the money you pay there is substituted.
My brother, roto has its own merit and source. And Ghanaians were saying that no, we want to pay roto because we want our roads to be maintained well. We want the roto is not costing anything to us. Assuming me, I'm not driving, I won't pay roto. Are you getting it? If I'm not going to Accra, I won't pay roto. If I'm not going to Kumasi, I'm not using car, I won't pay roto. I get it. And roto is not meant for everybody. It's meant for people who are using their vehicles on those particular roads. So you can't say you are replacing roto, a selective and optional tax, with a compulsory tax. Because as for e-levy, even if I want to send money to my child at school, I have to pay e-levy. If I want to pay school fees, I have to pay e-levy.
If you are going to send it through mobile money.
And that was the call. The same government was preaching that we should use electronic payment system. You remember that famous misleading fame name given to Bawumia Digital Man, which is total false. The same person was preaching that we should go into digital transaction. Then the same person is putting impediment on the way of digital transaction. That is how MPP ruled over the 8 years, and they brought us back. When MPP, my brother, when MPP tells you that go to Accra, pass Joapon Road, as I go and pass Sogakope Road, you will meet them there.
Really?
It means they have put some hole on the way of the Joapon Road. That's why they say you pass there so that you fall into the road. But they will pass Sogakope Road. That is the nature of MPP.
That's a wild allegation.
It's not a wild, and Ghanaians have shown it in the last December election. It's not a wild allegation because we were telling them these things, that this e-levy will not amount to anything. This e-levy is a destructive tax. It's a destructive levy. Look, there's no way you say that I've taken my salary and I've paid income tax on my salary already. By mere fact that I don't want to handle cash, paper, or coins, I want to do it through electronic transaction. That I want to send part to my mother in the village. I want to send part to my child in the school for provision. The mere fact that I am choosing that path, you are taxing me again. Meanwhile, I've paid transaction fee to the the platform I'm using. The e-levy is not meant for the platform you are using. We paid the transaction fee to the service providers already. Then you government are saying that because you want to send it to your mother, I have to tax you again. Because you want to send it to your child at school through electronic way, I have to tax you again. That is totally nonsense. For the sake of
for you say nonsense, but they told us that they want to develop the country and they want to get money through tax to build the nation.
My brother, I told you.
So it was for a purpose. That for a good genuine purpose. For that purpose, what do you think about that? I think that at the end of the day, every country needs to develop through tax.
My brother, nobody is running away from payment of tax. You remember Ghanaians were saying we will pay roto. So if Ghanaians are running from payment of tax, they won't be giving you option. Are you getting it? They won't be giving you options. Ghanaians love to pay tax. If somebody is in this country and saying that Ghanaians don't love, it is about what the tax is being used for. That doesn't benefit the masses over the years. That is why Ghanaians now are skeptical about the payment of certain tax. And especially this one is not a tax. It's stealing. It's double taxation. I've just demonstrated an instance for you. I've taken my salary, 2,000. Government have paid income tax already to government. The same money that is left, I want to use it for my transaction. Then government said, because you choose to use the digital platform, I must pay tax again on it. Meanwhile, I've paid transactional tax already to the telecos, the service providers. They provide me that platform to send money from here to my mother in the village as Yavijogbe. So I've paid them their costs of the platform maintenance costs already. And the government who is encouraging me that let's use digital payment. The same government now is coming to block me that when you use it, I'll charge you. So what is the government telling you? So this government is a double standard government. This MPP Bawumia Akufo-Addo government was just a double standard government that was misleading Ghanaians and was stealing from us. Thank God Ghanaians demonstrated it massively. You see their numbers in parliament. Then the same people are saying that when we come, we will remove it. And now we want to remove it. You heard the argument in parliament. I followed the discussion throughout the week. And the same minority is cautioning government that when you remove it, you lose this amount. When you remove it, you lose this amount. So are you sure that if they were the one who want power, they will remove it?
But when in parliament, they supported the motion for the removal.
But the same people in in the discussion stage, they were cautioning government. So they know that for now.
They also agree for
but their number, they cannot do anything.
They supported you.
Yeah, no, do they have any option? They don't have any option.
They would have disagreed.
They are very micro. So they don't have any option again to object. Even if you object it, by then, even we were 137, and we said we don't want it. NDC has been consistent from day one that e-levy is not a good task. Don't pass it. They came, they said we'll pass it. We are people of noble country. We won't go to IMF. Now you pass the e-levy, you went to IMF again. You passed the e-levy, you went to IMF again. We are in IMF. You received proceeds from IMF again and receiving that of the e-levy. And they told us that if we pass e-levy, there will not be any unemployment. They will create over 5 million jobs. At the same time, they were collecting e-levy. Our unemployment rate was increasing.
They made an allegation that because it has been reduced, they couldn't meet the expectation.
That is a lie.
Expectation.
You see, if it is a good tax, if you reduce it, people pay more. Are you getting it? Every good tax, I'm a student of taxation. And if you studied every good tax, whenever the rate is reduced, people don't feel it again. So they feel free and pay more. But even upon the reduction, you see that people were withdrawing from electronic transaction.
So what went wrong by your tax education? If you reduce it, people pay more. Why do we reduce it and people do not still?
That is why I'm telling you that the tax was a bad tax. It's a nuisance tax. It's not. It doesn't even qualify to be called tax. It's stealing from the citizen, and now the citizens got to know. So all of them were moving from the transaction through electronic means. So a lot of people, you hear them, if I want to send money to my mother now, I'll go and tell my mother, go to the MTN vendor. Let me allow cash out here so that you take the money. So instead of me to transfer it to my mother's account directly, a lot of people were not doing it like that again. They were devising means to avoid it. And it is legal. Tax avoidance is legal.
So Mr. Jango,
because if I don't do the transaction, I won't pay. So it's not a good tax. And we told them from the beginning that don't implement this because you won't get your target. And the effect is that all the money, the time we've wasted sensitizing the public to go into electronic transaction will be wasted again, and you will be brought back. And that is where we are now. You see, Ghanaians are happy now that e-levy is removed. They will start trying it, and when they realize that, oh, it's true, because Ghanaians now, because of MPP lies, they don't believe Ghanaians, they don't believe politicians, so they will start trying it, and when they realize that, oh, the thing is gone before that, so we are going to use another energy again to produce adverts, sensitize the public again that it is good you use the electronic transaction system. You know that has a lot of benefit to the economy.
Okay.
It reduces this fading of our currencies.
So if you take the e-levy alone, would Ghanaians already understand that we should go back? Do we have to go for advertisement, pay?
No, because a lot of people will not hear that e-levy is off, so we have to resume our electronic transaction mood. A lot of people in the outskirts may not listen, so government have to use all lot of efforts,
additional money to be
spent. Money now to sensitize the public again. You see, this thing that we heard in the parliament is only few of us that listen to those conversations. But my grandmother, my mother, my brothers in the villages who wake up and go to farm, come back in the evening, who have the time to listen to some of these things. Are you getting it? So it needs to be produced over time.
I'm thinking about the money that we're going to be spent.
Definitely, that is where they put us.
We want to cut down expenditure, as your government says. Yeah. We are still going to spend more additional money.
Yeah, because it is the way forward that we have to let the people know that thing. You know, we also promise the people of transparent and efficient information system to them. So we have no choice than to go again and sensitize, and that is where MPP brought us. They brought us 2 steps backwards. Instead of going forward 1 step, they brought us 2 steps backwards. And this is what we were saying to Ghanaians, that the MPP Bawumia Akufo-Addo government will not take us to any promised land. They are taking us to hell. And that has happened. But my brother, we thank God that change has come. The change we were yearning for. The Ghana we were all yearning for. Gradually we begin. Yesterday I went to some conference, and when you listen to the tone of the youth and some citizens, gradually it seems there is some hope bouncing back to the system. That every citizen now is beginning to feel that citizenship, that when I talk, a government will listen. When I make suggestion, a government, our leaders will listen. That is the state we are getting to now. And I'm only praying that we should get to the peak the optimum level where governance belongs to us, you and I. That when you speak to leadership, they will listen. When you tell leadership, this is what we want, they won't tell you, no, this is what I want for you. You know, a lot of projects this MPP government have done were not useful to the citizen. They think what they want is what they were doing. And we were telling them. And they brought us to this level. They were just eager to borrow, do party. You remembered in this country, somebody went to borrow money and organize party. And you could ask yourself, is this sensible? You are going to debt and you are celebrating. For the first time in this country, people went to borrow money and they were celebrating. They organized a whole dinner and cut cake on it. They organized watch a party on the record that they have borrowed successfully. In this country, for the first time, somebody went to borrow money and the person who borrowed the money, his company is benefiting 20% from the borrowed money. And we were crying, but
so I'm sure you've learned a lot of lessons from
this new government, and it's a government for the people.
You have a very strong goodwill, so I don't know how you're going to protect that till 2028.
So we started, that is why we have to remove the e-levy. For their goodwill, for the Ghanaians to know that we are here for them. It is what they want, is what we will do. It's not what somebody went to sit in air condition and is thinking about for you. But it's about we those standing under the sun. What we want is what the government should do for us. And that is what has started manifesting. You see, we told Ghanaians we will go with lean government. A government with less than 60 ministers. Haven't we? Haven't we? We have delivered. We told Ghanaians when we come, our children in school, they are free SHS. We will not cancel it, but we will improve it. Our children will eat good food. You saw it, you are seeing it on the social media. The students themselves are happy now. In fact, I'm a teacher. I teach in one of the SHS. And when I was on duty and I entered the dining hall, the jubilation, the smiling face, students said that, so we'll eat egg again.
You know, all this is happening at the NPP when they came. A lot of people were very happy. They reduced tax, everybody was happy, then it got to a point.
My brother, it is a sustainability.
That is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
the
so
sustainability is what is very important now.
We are poised to sustain this. That is the pledge we've made to them. You see, the difference between NDC and NPP is that we sustain things.
Okay.
NPP will want to camouflage your face and begin nicely, and along the way, 3 days, they jump off. But NDC, when we said this is what we'll do, at least even the 2017, when the NPP claimed they begin well, we were having issue. Because at the same time, when they were claiming they begin well, they were having over 120 ministers. Did you remember that? And we were, Ghanaians were crying that could not help us. Because we'll crash. Because we are seeing the future. If you begin with 120 ministers and you are telling us you begin well, because there were a lot of money in the coffers you came to meet, and you were spending haphazardly, you were just spending like somebody who has no budget. And we were telling them the way you are spending will crash. I was in this studio. I advised this government, this MPP government, that per my little economies that I study, the way you are going, you will crash. And we started crashing before Corona. Because 2018, 2019 to 2020, if you see our fiscal deficits, the budget deficits that were piling, and the way we were borrowing, the debt we were accumulating right from 2019, nobody will tell you that after 2020, we will crash. It is not the Corona that causes anything. Corona, in fact, we should be grateful to Corona.
because corona has not affected Ghanaian society so much like other countries. Yet we gain a lot of money from corona. This corona season, the money we gain from our developed partners, we couldn't have gotten those money.
World Health Organizations.
Yes, if corona were not to be there, we couldn't have gotten those monies. And one would thought that those monies will be channeled into productive sectors that could help us so that one day, you and I, as we are here today, corona is no more. We will be saying that, yeah, this corona that has come, we will even be praying that more corona should come because we would have been seeing the manifestation of development that corona brought. But all those things, they cook for people just 3 weeks on the Accra Street, the High Street, Makola, and Katamantu alone. Over 54 million Ghana cedis. And you and I saw the kind of food they serve the people.
They said they reduce water, free water, electricity.
At the same time, they reduce water. Water wasn't flowing through our pipes. When you reduce water bill, and we were not getting the service. We were not getting the service. So what is the effect? And after we paid about 3 times what we used. They claim we used. So they can't say that that affected the economy, because from 2022, 2023, we were paying double of our utility bills. They increased utility bill about 200% and above. Ghanaians are listening to me. If I'm lying, they know that we experienced that.
Of course.
You too, you have experienced it.
Of course.
So nobody can say I'm lying. We want this government that work in the path of righteousness, of economic righteousness. Because the monies we are getting, we may not get them again in lifetime. But they were spending, organizing at the same corona time, they were organizing watch party. They were organizing kenke parties. They were celebrating signboards. Go to cut out this thing. Catapults. There is signboard and container, one container there. We were paying for those things. They went to celebrate those container and signboard in the bush there. And we were paying somebody so many billions of cedis monthly as a director of that port. Didn't we discuss all these things at this studio? We did. We want this government that where you are leading us, it will lead to another thing. So stop. But they say no. We are people. What is the quotation the finance minister quoted that day? They say all of us who are saying they should do well, we are Nezebel and something. We are enemy of progress. All kind of names. They have insulted Ghanaians. The civil society organization who were advising you. Ghanaian citizens who knows where you are taking us to, the gutter. They were insulting us left, right, center.
So that's the result of the overwhelming result you've got.
That is you see, so Ghanaians will not fight with you.
All right.
They will keep quiet and wait for you the right time. They'll show you.
That should be
the same finance minister that said they were building a country, now he's outside. They say come and answer question. Say I'm having treatment in somewhere white man's land. If you were to the agenda 111, if they were to complete one standard agenda 111, won't he be having treatment there? The machines, the equipment he's using there now. If you were to put some into our hospitals here, would there be any need for him to change our Ghana cedi into dollar and go and be having a $half account and be having treatment outside for all this while over 2 months now? Do you know how many dollars he is spending there on his treatment alone? So why won't the cedi be suffering?
Anyway.
So my brother, the e-levy that has been repealed is a good news for us. And this morning, you see, I came here first and left. Along the way, I hear people discussing that, hey, so now we can transact without any charge. So people are happy.
Of course.
And that is what change, the kind of hope change has brought. We can only pray for good health for President Mahama to continue to listen to the people and the and rulers, leaders in people-centered system instead of the kind of autocratic system Bawumia and Akufo-Addo passes through over the 8 years. And one thing I will tell my fellow Ghanaians that are listening to us is that yes, we promise to reset this country. We promise to rebuild this country to a Ghana that all of us want. But the rebuilding process is not an event. It's not like Kenke Party, they've organized and destroyed us one day.
So how is it like?
It's a process. You see, it will take some time.
We have 4 years.
Yes.
So you say it takes
so
some time.
they should give us. And even the 4 years is not enough. So we are seeing, looking at they themselves, NPP, have projected that the economy will bounce back in around 2030. You remember them? 2030, 2040. That is what they themselves projected. So if they projected that length of repair, why are they making noise now that we say we will do this, let's do it? Meanwhile, we are doing the thing. Right. We are doing the thing. So we want to appeal to Ghanaians to ignore the noise-making micro MPP in parliament, Apanyo Makin, who is trying to be relevant in the party because the same people led their party into opposition. In order to think for the grassroots, their grassroots to think, oh, he's fighting for them, he's making so much things he shouldn't comment on to, he want to comment on. Unnecessary press conference. So we are appealing to Ghanaians to ignore those noise. There is an adage in Ebe that Agbahu Meduawulu, which means that empty barrels make the most noise. They've had 8 years to make Ghana better, but they couldn't. Now somebody is coming to reset. Resetting takes time. Resetting is a process, because if I want to destroy things in your studio now, it will just take me like 5 minutes to finish everything here. But after that, if I want to refix them, it will take years, because some of the things would have been destroyed totally.
All right.
I have to buy them and replace them.
Okay.
The doomsday we are experiencing now is not like power supply. It's the absolute equipments that they have imported to this country. The absolute transformers and fuses that they fix. They are the one causing us these power outages. If it is power supply, we have restored the power itself.
So what are you doing about the equipment?
So it takes time. You know, we don't manufacture those equipments here. And looking at our economic situation, we must gather some money in order to order these things and replace them with quality equipments.
I mean, that should be very quick.
Which we are doing.
Ghanaians are really
in fact, we've started.
Complain about
We started, but it will take time because the transformers are many. And it will, even the importation, the procurement process on some of these things takes time. So we are encouraging Ghanaians. You see, we promise to run transparent and truthful government. So we'll tell them the problem and what we are doing. And thank God our people are every day briefing the public about all the efforts we are putting in and why things are like this. We must tell Ghanaians, because the MPP all of the sudden 3 months want to be like angels in the heaven. That as if they are not the one who caused this trouble we are experiencing. We took government less than 3 months now. So what else can a new government do immediately to restore? When they were leaving power, they left 3 hours of fuel to power our power generators. But we were able to resolve that quickly. When they were leaving power, our schools were crying of food shortage. we were able to restore food back, and not only food, quality food for our children. So the government is on course. We are only appealing to Ghanaians to keep their patience and believe and trust in John Mahama administration. The NDC government will not fail them.
All right.
We've learned a lot of lessons whilst we were in the 8 years opposition. And this time, we promise that we will not fail them. We will deliver to their expectation. We will do what they want us to do for them, not what we want.
Okay. We'll be holding your words accountable as we go along. And as we go, Ajanku will be hearing from you as well. We'll be keeping our eye on you very seriously so that we build a country together.
Sure.
Definitely. So
I love that word.
Yes.
We build a country together.
Definitely.
Not one person in Achim alone thinks that what I want is what must happen.
But you have to create the confidence in us for us to build it.
And exactly. That is why we are withdrawing the e-levy. You know, we are not withdrawing only e-levy. The betting tax. The betting tax, when you put the youths into unemployment, they have created their own sustainable source of income.
So are we saying that we are not going to see any tax from the government going forward?
No, but we can't say no government can exist without tax. There are productive tax, progressive tax, which are in the system. And my brother, were you not shocked for the first time in this Fourth Republic that a government comes to read budget and they have not introduced any new tax? They have not increased any existing tax. Rather, they were able to withdraw 5 existing tax that could have given money to the government. That is shocking. Okay. Because when I was growing, at least I've witnessed about 4 governments from Kufuor, from Rawlings, Kufuor, Atamils, this wicked Akufo-Addo government, and now anytime there is time for budget reading, Ghanaians are panicking. They will start buying. They are doing panic buying and also unplanned budgets because they think there will be tax increase and new tax will be increased that will make cost of products and items increase. So people will want to stock sizable consumables.
All right.
But last time, no such things happened.
So you're giving us hope.
But rather,
okay,
government was able to remove 5 major tax, and have not introduced any new tax, nor increase any existing tax. That means that government has sent money back, money that should have gone to government, have now gone back to the people. So government has given us so much, even within these 3 months, government is giving us so much money back into our pocket. And that call for recommendation and applaud. We must praise this government that they should continue like this. You see, when somebody is doing good thing, you need to encourage him by praising him. It's not only the bad one that when a little mistake is made, then we backlash them, we insult them. But when they are doing good things too, let's praise them. So let's say the government is on track for now.
All right, so government is on track. So
yes,
we'll wish you all the best as you make sure that you bring back the hope.
Sure.
From
hope has come.
Right. So let you do. We have a very short time. I want us to open phone lines too, but I want you to touch on this simple, a very short one for the government nomination of new district chief executives. And we are saying some executives from the Volta region here. Let me just let you know that who is the person nominated is Stephen Adom, and for Hohoe we have Prosper Kumi, we have Ketu South, Nicholas Kobla Walachi, and Ketu North Reverend Martin Manaki, and Keta we have Wisdom Bondiru Said. Yeah, Ekbando we have Ekbando is pending. Ekbando is pending. Adaklu we have Jerry Ameko. And Afajato South Manfred Tewia, Agotimes Yopi, Alfred Klu Dikro, Akachi North we have Bless Kojo Katamani, And Akachi South, we have Daniel Dogba. Angolo is Sandra Seyam Pedo. Central Town, we have Doji Moni Addison. We also have Ho West, Prosper Francis Duse. And North Town, we have Victoria Abefaji Yawado. And South Down, we have Courage Kwame Kokoroko. Right, these people that have been nominated by the president, what do you have to say? Is it in the right direction? I mean, let's come to Home Municipal. Let's just do Home Municipal. There's one person who has been trending all around. We are all thinking that he's going to be the MC for us. I mean, everybody have got to understand that this person is going to be the possible selection. Now we are seeing a different person. Why the change? I mean,
the last sentence is funny for me that we are seeing different person.
Yes.
No, we are not seeing any different person. My brother, first let me use the opportunity to congratulate President Mahama and thank him very much for going into the youth, for giving the youth attention, for creating an enabling environment for we the youth again. That we should also have a say in governance process once more. See, why am I saying this? If you look at all the names you mentioned, they are you so. They are our colleagues. Look at Jerry, who has been coming here all the time, trying to educate the public on these things. That's Adakulu chairman, constituency chairman. Jerry is a very close colleague of mine. And government is giving him this opportunity. That gives me hope as an individual. Over here that me too, my time will come.
We don't have a lot of women in this selection.
We
just have only 3.
You see,
only 2 or
this
3.
thing is by appointment.
Women representation is very important.
But the government, for fairness, have opened it for people to apply. People who are interested. Are you getting it? To apply.
We don't have women in the
but
who have applied.
If the women don't apply, how can they appoint them? Those who have applied, we have appointed them. And more will be appointed. And you saw the government, even in the executive, has been appointed as the director of national film, this thing. So a lot of women and ladies have been given opportunity, and more will be given. The government is still young. Appointments are still ongoing.
Are you going after the affirmative bill?
Yes, we are going.
The percentage.
You know that bill originates from us. There is no percentage. We will give women the needed respect and places they deserve.
There's actually a percentage.
Yes, so we'll give them. In government, we'll give them. You see, there are a lot of, one thing about us is that we don't make noise about some of these things. There are a lot of women that have been given, go to Flassa House, our Jubilee House. If it's a lot of the presidential staffers, Beatrice Anna, young lady, has given a presidential staffer. And also on the board of Bank of Ghana.
MMDCs.
The MMDCs too, we have them. There are more names to come.
There were more ladies there were some ladies at the committee when the vetting committee.
It depends on their performance over there. You see, it's vetting. It depends on the performer. They have given them a lot of closures that could make them to perform better.
But we don't have lady women that can perform to the tax.
No, it's not about performing the duty, but when they ask you question, how you answer. Sometimes also count because
you couldn't answer.
No, I didn't say so. But I'm saying that more women will be appointed. And some have been appointed already.
All right.
Why don't we praise them and congratulate them before calling for new ones? We will do. The appointments are still ongoing. So we will do, my brother.
Okay.
Well, the number the ladies will need, we will give them. But at least, whether ladies or men, my concern is the youths are given opportunity.
Okay.
And these youths, most of them that I know, have the competency to deliver.
What is wrong with Bando?
Yeah, there is small litigation there, and we want to do it and do it well, so that when the list come out, like you see the whole one, you just said that there were one name which was threatened, but it is not one name. We did regional vetting. 24 people applied. At the vetting level, 16 people turn up. For the vetting. Out of that 16, we shortlisted three young men, which all of them qualified. My former constituency chairman, Honorable Fega Pedo, somebody who has an accounting and economics background, perfect administrative background, could have performed well. Then we choose my brother Stephen Adom, who has been 3 terms assembly member. 3-term assembly member. 1 term PM, presiding member. He was a presiding member at the assembly.
Okay.
You know, I was also at the assembly before. So
he works in committees.
He works in several committees, and if you look at his academic background, it's about public administration, administration. Somebody who knows how to handle people, how to work with structures. Right. I get it. So it's fit for the somebody who has been working at the regional health insurance as monitoring and evaluation coordinator or supervisor. So that person standard. So delivery, and those people in their private life, we saw their businesses, how they are able to put up their own businesses and manage to, and excellent. My brother, my own brother, Maonyo Agbe. You know, I started my political life with him.
Yes.
We started together. We both joined branch level, branch secretary together. We were branch secretary for 12 years. And we came to constituency together. When I went to communication, he went to executive member for the constituency. We've been in this constituency for so long together. He has been assembly member. We entered assembly at the same time, 2015. When I left again, he was there. He has become PM, presiding member. He served on several committees. He has been a committee chairperson and our current vice chairman of the constituency, Central. And the guy is good.
So there are so many qualified people.
Right. So, but you see, the onus lies on the president to select one person.
That's good.
So the names can be trending, but you and I are not the appointing authority.
All right.
The president only gave us that opportunity to select out of many 3 people to him, so that he can appoint one person among them. And you know the implication. We are telling the president that these 3 people we have sent to you, all of them are good for us. We are ready to work with all of them. So anyone you choose among them can do the work with our support. That is what we have told the president when we selected the 3 of them to president, that select among these 3 for us. And the president didn't do otherwise. He did exactly so. He didn't go beyond the 3 and select any other person. He selected from the 3. And my brother Stephen is a good gentleman, hardworking guy who listens to everybody. He is a team player of all standard. He's a young guy, somebody youth-centered. When we were doing the campaign,
yes,
he is one of the leaders for the Green Army, who were visible in all our communities. So for me, it is yes.
Right.
And we can only congratulate my brother Stephen Adom for coming this far. All we can tell him that we are ready to support him. He should just continue as we know him, listening to the people for the president and the government agenda to be felt on the ground.
Very good. Let me take 3 callers alone, then we'll end it here. Good morning.
Jeremiah, yo.
Hello, good morning.
And you don't see me, yo. The Deputy Secretary, Namle, who Central Consensus. As the Tefe. Regime Zaman Papaya, to Fire Valaji, India. Nemiko Aspect, Tadagan, Corner to Kola, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, for nominating or having confidence in our brother, Honorable Stephen Adom, to be our municipal chief executive.
Our metro.
We welcome him. We accept him. We are ready to work hand in hand with him to succeed. So we are ready. As my boss has just said there, we are ready to work with him. But he should not for the president and for the grassroots. That is the ultimate advice we can give to him. We are ready.
Thank you.
We
Thank
are
you very
confident,
much.
and the places, the rest of the places to whole world, and the other places at Dakar. We know that the assembly members will vote for these people to be endorsed.
Thank you.
And they are ready to drive the agenda of the president, the government, and the masses at large.
All right.
So we welcome them.
Thank you very much,
And
Kola.
through the we will bury the MPP for life. MPP will not come back to power.
All right. Thank you very much, Komla, for calling us. Let me just have another person. I think Original Michael. Okay, I think we've lost Original Michael here. Let me just take this last caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yawala Daji.
Yo.
Richard to me down.
Richard, so me down. Okay.
Yeah. And I want to use this medium to congratulate all the MMDC nominees. I want to congratulate them in advance. Yeah, my Biachunya assembly member, they should do the right thing. Omega ya governor a gafemi nyene amenyueto ike jena edoa. Wavano gafemi nyalebo wava atutu asifudo mene doda. And we also want to thank the president for repealing, or the parliamentarians for repealing this e-levy and some other taxes. Well, I can the current government in Yebe, they've been in opposition for 8 years, and they've seen the things that they've been through. They've been through hell. And then they've seen the reaction of we Ghanaians. So if we've given them the nod once again and then they come and they mess up with our economy, they shouldn't forget that 2028 is just in the corner. We will go back and then show them the exit so that they know that Ghanaians are now discerning. They should discern better. They should know better. Bernie Kejo, 2024, the revolution that took place when they mess up this time around, it will take place in 2028. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. We don't take any more callers here. Mr. Ajanku, your last words.
Yeah, we are most grateful to our callers and listeners. Some are trying to call,
yes,
but they couldn't go through.
Yeah, because of time.
We are only grateful to them, and we want to assure them that this government will not fail them. This government will deliver to their expectation. This government will be the mouthpiece of them.
Okay.
This government will listen to them as they have started doing. This government appointees, the municipal chief executives and the metro district chief executives that have been appointed, we have confidence in them. Like the last caller said, the assembly members, we are pleading with them. You know, the beginning of the failure of some of these MMDCs is the endorsement time. When they frustrate the person, they have too much choice. They have too much choice that this is the person we want, or this is the person that is trending before they didn't choose the person. No, the president never choose from outside the list we sent to him. We sent three from every district, and the president choose from those 3. So it means the president has gone by our suggestion.
All right.
So there should not be any selective that this is my person, and they didn't choose my person, so let's vote against. They should be aware that the president too is wise.
We hope that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. Yes. If it happens, their person too will not be choosing.
Okay.
Maybe different person will now be choosing.
And it create chaos.
And it create chaos. So we are begging them that whoever the president and nominee, that's the person thinks, the president thinks can champion his agenda at the base.
All we need to support that person to deliver for all of us so that we can reap the benefit of good governance.
Amen. Thank you very much, Ajanku, for joining us. Wish you all the best. Peace for the NDC. So we end it here. Tomorrow we'll be back. And we'll be having time to speak with the new appointee for some time. I mean, you'll find time and speak to him. Mr. Adobe, congratulations to you and to everybody as well. We're back tomorrow. And I want to say a very good morning going out to Victory Phones and Accessories. Victory Phones and Accessories inside KCS Yard. Good morning to you. Man like Rainy, good morning to all of you. And we'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you enjoy the show. There's a lot coming up.
You see, I was in my element.